What's going on, my crew? This is Jay. Welcome to another episode of Jay's Adventures. And today, I've got a lot to show you guys. But starting off, I want to start off with this little pathway because I kind of changed my mind. I do want to make this into a very nice forest area right here. Now, there will be still plains out here this way, but I wanted to make a forest around our little keep here. But I want to also go off into the distance. I haven't seen one of these before. Look at that. It's like a larger... Interesting. For those of you guys that are wondering why I've got acacia trees, it's not just for cutting down, but I did it because it resembles oak. And when you have the tree leaves like this, it just makes a nice little overhang look to it, I think. Made a lot of diversity in this forest so far. Hopefully things will continue to grow, but let's go out a little bit more ways. I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've done here, but I want to get to a place where we can sort of figure out and discuss what I've done on the little break here and what we're going to do today, because I've got some stuff I want to do for sure. All right. So, here we go. I finished off this, and already this wall looks so much better than it did before. Basically what I've done here is just added these little pieces to the wall. They're not much, but it just makes the wall really stand out. And then what I did is I did an overhang with this just to puff out the wall just a little bit more and make it strong, look stronger. And this definitely holds sort of an ominous feel, but also a strong feel rather than just the normal towers, the straight ones. And what I like about this also is it gives the illusion of a curve, a nicer curve, and allows you to really be able to lock in on that. This is a strong place, which I kind of want to leave that area bare of trees, this area right here, so that you're kind of walking in, if you're coming this way to march, that you see that, and you see how strong it is. That trees growing everywhere. We're going to compare that right now with the other side, which I've not done, and I just want to show you guys that bursting difference between the walls. So we've got this wall right here that I haven't done yet. It's flat. It doesn't look that great. It looks like, hey, you know, there's a wall there, whatever. But it's not what I want, which is really important. Just 1 second, guys. Sorry about that. Back. And now I forget what I'm doing. On the back wall, I want to do a similar thing, but before I do, sorry, I'm not recording at night, I promise. Before I do, I want to do a little bit of a test. It's going to be a fun test. We need a shovel right in here. And that's, of course, we want this to be made as a structure that is extremely sound and is one that we can count on for, I guess, to be safe inside. And so today we're going to do a little bit of a blast test, which I've never done. And there is a practicality on it. I want to put up TNT right near it and blow the wall up a little bit just to see how structurally sound it really is. Now, I want these towers, which they are, as illustrated by a couple episodes ago. There's lava right there. I want these to be able to be seen miles and miles away. And they are. I mean, literally, let's pop up over here a bit. Boom. You can see them right down here. You know that there's a tower there. And honestly, I've got to say, this is the best I've ever done for medieval architecture in a very long time, and probably ever. I've never done as good an architecture as this, which is an achievement by me. I like it. I'm very happy. Good job, Jay. You've done a terrific job. Alright, so let's head back over and do this blast test now. Obviously, not completely finished, but one of the things that I'm going to be doing is, you see these leaves? We're going to add a little bit of greenery to it, and I made up some mossy stone, so I'm also going to do that. But I want to walk through this right before I do a little bit of demolition on why I chose what I chose. So I wanted to add some depth, and I tried cobblestone. Cobblestone didn't really work that well. Then I tried a couple other different things, like the new types of stones and all that, and it still didn't work. And then I'm like, you know what? Acacia wood. Acacia wood is a nice stone-colored look, but it's a little bit off, and it has sort of a brown color to it. So then I came up with this, and it looks stunning. And I'm going to tell you why it works so well. Vertical energy. That's right. So you see how everything's pointing up? That's why it works so well, because the eye sees it as something that is straight, and it adds strength. So let's see how much strength it really holds. I know that the wood is going to blow up pretty easily, and we're not really doing a really true test. But even still, I just want to see the strength of this wall. And what I don't want is the enemy to be able to do 2 TNTs, blow the thing up easy. Come on. There we go. I want him to be able to struggle a bit, to have to actually work it through. Alright. Pull this out. Alright. So we'll just do it right on the edge of the wall where we know that it would be something that would be done. Now, in saying this, this would be a terrible place to attack it, because you're going to have all of these archers on the wall, and they're all going to be saying, alright, let's shoot down, shoot down. Then when you reach here, you're going to be safe. That's one weakness. You're going to be safe from this ledge. So we're going to put some TNT, light it, and run. Oh, wrong button. Alright. Yeah. This wall is not at all, protective. Although, the one thing that you wouldn't have a very good advantage of is once you blow up the wall, on the inside you're going to have a bunch of soldiers. The good thing about it is, this blast didn't blow up high, it blew up down. So the TNT was right here. Or no, right here. And most of it blew down instead of up. So the people on the wall are going to be safe. So if they shoot down the guy with the TNT, they're going to be fine. And even if they don't, you're going to have to worry about soldiers coming in down this way and that way. Now you're at a lower ground. So I'm actually happy with the result that we got. Unfortunately, we need to fix the wall now. But that's okay. I like the little test. But even still, I mean, you guys see how just stripping that all of a sudden makes the strength of this wall just go down. You see, oh, it's just a wall instead of a strong position. Alright. So let's talk a little bit about this right here, what I'm going to do with this. We're just going to add these a little bit throughout, and you're not going to see them from afar, but right up close is where it's going to be big, okay? So we're going to be able to lock in on this and say, okay, well, look, there's some green in this area. We're going to have some leaves coming off the top here. So let me give you guys an example. From right off of, come on. Right off of here. And the easy way to making these things is just let them flow as if they were sort of falling in the wind. And you'll see looks nice. It really does. It doesn't give it an aged look, but it gives it a lived-in look, which is always, always, always a good idea to have with any of your buildings. Give it a real strong look that, hey, you know, this place has been lived in, there's people in there, and they actually care about it. But I want this keep here to have, unlike a lot of things in Minecraft, I want it to have like a look that it's one with the nature. Because a lot of things in Minecraft are built on top of nature without regarding the... I need a lot of this. This got really blown up. Holy cow. Totally made it all disappear. I want to make sure that I keep that regard of, hey, there's nature around us. Because most of Minecraft, people just build things on top of, you know, landscape that they flattened out. And it's not really interesting. Used to be, that's the way you build. You flatten out an area, and then you go ahead and work it out through there. Which, not the way it is anymore. One thing I also want to do here on this area that I'm going to be doing fairly soon after a lot of the trees get hooked up is I'm going to build in some hills a little bit into this area so it's not so flat right here, because this has no depth, and you can definitely tell it doesn't. I may also throw in a few dirt pieces and stuff like that, but unless we get stairs of this stuff, which I hope we do, take care of you, it's going to look like this. And I think this is a really good thing to have, actually, that looks good with dirt. Because it just matches really well and accents that color. I'm starving to death. There we go. So just a lot of stuff. Asked you guys if you guys like me building on camera. And you guys, a lot of you said, yeah, I actually do like watching the process. So I'm going to try and incorporate a lot more of that these next few episodes. But I'm not going to let it overtake it. What am I looking for? A little bit of that. I think I'm good. One of the reasons why I ended up starting sort of new is because Jay Builds, the show I used to do before this, was all about building, and I felt like I wanted to be more diverse. I mean, I am a builder, but I'm not one that is strictly building, so I don't go into creative much to build, just because it kind of ruins the fun for me. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. All back together. Alright. Let's do a little bit more, and then I'm going to call it. So I'm not going to do it completely building, but I would like to throw in a bit of building into it. Alright. Let me do something from here. Now, the one thing you got to consider is this blowing in the wind, or is it just a vine? And for our case, it's blowing in the wind because it's a leaf. So we need to make sure that we consider that and not really copy, but sort of allow that character to stay true. Alright, let's look. See, already we get sort of that shape into it. And I'm going to change this because it's too close to that. But you throw those green colors in there, and it really just brings that nice look into the thing, into the wall, and it makes it stand out a lot more than even out there. And once we add some greenery to even this, that's going to look nice, because out there, when you see these, you don't want to just see, oh, there's a tower there. You want to see there's a stronghold. And when you come in closer, you want to be in awe rather than, oh, look, there's a keep. Let's go look at it. Which is what I'm going for this. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I am now going to do a little bit more building and see how it goes. But I'm very happy with how it's looking right now. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, happy mining and crafting.